Hello, I'm Siamecat. Remember when we all collectively freaked out over slopes? Yeah, that was a great time to be alive. If living has gotten me this far in life, I suppose I should relive those memories by desperately trying to avoid hot garbage just like the good old days.
On September 11th, 2015, Super Mario Maker was born. Super Mario Maker is obviously about creating your own Mario levels, but it was on the Wii U, and Nintendo will give every Wii U game under the sun a port or sequel on Switch. Super Mario Maker 2 released on the Switch on June 28th, 2019. I have no idea what could be next for 2D Mario because Super Mario Maker 2 is the ultimate 2D Mario. Endless user-created levels. Nintendo could theoretically port and update this game to every future console.
Conspiracy theories!
Super Mario Maker 2 is easily my favorite Switch game. I put 1,000 hours into this game. The first Mario Maker was missing so many basic features like slopes that it only made sense to make a sequel. There are so many improvements and new features made in the sequel, like slopes, vertical levels, rising water and lava, the Mad Lad, multiplayer, a hot garbage filter, and snake blocks, just to name a few. You can slide down slopes in every game style except SMB1, because that game was never supposed to have intricate shapes. On-off switches? Oh yeah, they add so much to the game! We finally got the desert, snow, forest, and sky themes. They're such great new features.
They should have been there from the start.
All 10 themes also have a night variant that changes the properties of the level, like low gravity for sky and grape soda for forest. Obviously, themes like desert and snow were not originally in SMB1 and Super Mario World, so there's new music for every theme that wasn't in the original games. Except SMB3 Desert and Forest for some reason. They all sound like they could have easily been in their original games. My favorites are SMB1 Snow, SMB3 Snow, and Super Mario World Desert. There are even some new sound effects and songs, like Gusty Garden, Delfino Plaza, and the official anti-softlock theme. The dance party sound effect from Mario Maker 1 will be remembered. I haven't even mentioned the content updates this game got, which added stuff like new enemies and power-ups, including the frog suit.
Get it away!
The biggest new addition is probably Super Mario 3D World as a new game style. Did Nintendo know they were going to turn this 3D game into a 2D level editor 5.5 years later? This game style is a little different from the others in that it's very much its own thing. It's missing elements from other game styles, but it also has a lot of exclusive features. It's a very welcome addition, but not much more than that. You can also drive a car in this game style. It's worth mentioning because it allows you to assert your dominance with air horns. In the list of game styles, 3D World is in the extra game styles category. Note that it's plural and there's still space on the menu for one more. Also note that the game is almost 2 years old and received its last major content update over a year ago. What were you thinking, Nintendo? Back when this game first released, everyone seems to have a problem with the process of making levels. See, making levels on the Wii U was as simple as tapping the screen to place things. On the Switch you have handheld mode if you can't handle change. Sure, making levels with a controller might be slightly slower, but it still works perfectly fine. I personally never had any trouble making levels with a controller, but I'm probably in the minority here. A world map editor was added as part of the update in April of 2020.
When I first saw how cool the world maps looked in New Super Mario Bros. Wii, I said, that. I want to make that.
This game is a dream come true. Mario Maker 1 kinda feels like a tech demo compared to the sequel. World Maker is a little limited. You only have a 7x4 grid to work with, but it's still an incredible addition. I also made a super world called Super Mario Evolution. You can play it. Or not.
Don't mind me, I'm just getting ready to run from the shameless plug police.
You can play any level in multiplayer, which means multiple playable characters. There's Mario, Luigi, Toad, and Toadette. You can even make levels in co-op. Clear conditions are kinda disappointing. You can add a clear condition to your level such as reach the goal after defeating a certain amount of enemies, collecting all the coins, or even without landing on the ground after leaving it. I may have used them more than 2 or 3 times if you could still add checkpoints with them enabled. Clear conditions could have been an amazing addition. The lack of checkpoints kinda ruins it though. Did you know Super Mario Maker 2 has a story mode? Because sometimes I forget. Story mode opens with Undo Dog activating the reset rocket which destroys Peach's castle. And it's up to Mario to make the castle into existence again, I guess. It fits with the theme of making. Although Mario isn't the one who actually builds the castle. He's just the one who brings in the money while the Toads who are supposed to be built in the castle just slack off. Story mode has a 3D hub world to run around in between levels. Eventually it will open up, allowing you to talk to more characters who will give you extra jobs. Yeah, Mario finally gets paid for completing levels. Let's meet the cast. We of course got Mario, Chief Toadette, Taskmaster, and the crew. Mario's job would be a lot easier if Toadette would just start a GoFundMe. Then there's Mr. Eraser, who pays Mario to assassinate everyone he doesn't like. And who could forget Patrick the Block? The level design is much more creative and wacky than any other 2D Mario. The levels are meant to showcase very unique ideas to inspire people to make their own levels. There's also, of course, a bigger emphasis on coin collecting, and I think it does it better than New Super Mario Bros. 2, because coins actually serve a good purpose. Late into the game, the crew starts being captured. Then Bowser captures Toadette. What does Bowser have to do with this? He just shows up at the end of the game trying to be plot relevant. Always remember, when life gets you down, you have 3 options. Give up, try again, or call Luigi.
Hey Luigi, can you help me arrest Mr. Eraser and that stupid dog?
Yeah, Luigi will give you the ability to place in power-ups and blocks after 2 deaths. The problem is not that it exists, but rather because it shows up after only 2 deaths. Super Mario Maker 2 allows you to make the Mario levels of your dreams.
But some people just can't help themselves!
See, there's this kind of level we like to call hot garbage. Hot garbage is what happens when you combine bad level design with 7-year-olds who want to watch the world burn. In hot garbage levels, you will find unfair stuff like enemy spam, hidden blocks over pits, pickup hype, and developer exits in hidden blocks. So depending on what levels you play, this could either be the best or worst game ever made. On one hand, people make such creative, fun, and well-designed levels. But on the other hand, most levels are just dumpster fires. And that's exactly why Nintendo had to step in and include dozens of lessons in level design. If you genuinely want to make levels people will enjoy playing, these lessons are definitely worth your time. It's from Nintendo themselves. They don't have a perfect track record, but we don't talk about that. The lessons are also written like a comedy, so there's that too. But did these lessons actually help decrease the amount of garbage online?
Of course not!
The easiest way to find good levels is to search by popular, find some creators you like, and follow them. And if you want to play specific types of levels, you can search by game style, course theme, region, and tag. When uploading a level, you can add up to 2 tags to describe what it's about. So there are lots of ways to find what you're looking for, which is a big improvement over Mario Maker 1. Then there's Endless Challenge. You'll just be given endless random levels to complete. If you're looking for good levels, I definitely wouldn't recommend getting anywhere near Endless Challenge. Of course, it is possible to get good levels in Endless Challenge, but it's a rare sight. If you see one, spread the word. There are 4 difficulties. Easy as a mindless slog, normal and expert are just right, and super expert? Well, it's your funeral. Ninja speedruns were added to the game as part of the December 2019 update. You basically try to complete Nintendo-made levels as fast as possible, and maybe even get a good time. It's definitely this game's most forgettable feature. Wait, that's story mode. It was cool while it lasted, but I wasn't really that invested. There's also online multiplayer, and the connection is terrible. Sometimes it works, and sometimes... You ever heard of Molasses? Yeah, it's laggier than that. In multiplayer co-op, 4 players are tasked with completing random levels. If you die, you can respawn next to any other player, so that's nice. You ever wonder what would happen if you took multiplayer co-op and made it toxic? Yeah, me neither. In multiplayer versus, instead of working together, you're trying to reach the goal before everyone else, and nothing is against the rules.
Because there are no rules.
The only way to win is to sabotage everyone else by throwing them into pits, stealing their power-ups, or letting them defeat the boss so you can steal the key at the last second. And some levels just don't work in multiplayer. If you make a level with rising lava, please don't tag it multiplayer versus, or there will be riots. The Mario Maker community is the best gaming community. There are so many talented creators making incredible levels. There are 2 types of levels created by fans, for fans. Kaizo levels and Troll levels. Kaizo levels are known for being the toughest, most brutal levels that require so many advanced techniques that only the most skilled players will be able to beat them in under 50 lives. To most people, Kaizo levels don't sound like fun at all, but they're easily the most satisfying to finally complete. This level is a little too easy. Wait, go back! Troll levels are a beautiful mistake that Nintendo actively discourages, but that won't stop us. The term troll level no longer refers to the bad ones that are extremely predictable. Now we just call those hot garbage. Troll levels are now all about making the player think they're doing something right, but in reality it just leads to their death. Most troll levels include stuff like reverse psychology, anti-soft locks, and most importantly, fish. Troll levels are really just a more fun type of puzzle level. It's not easy outsmarting a troll level. It cannot be understated how great this community is. Not all levels are creative and well designed, but the ones that are make it all worth it in the end. This game is also 10 times better if you actually like making levels.
Don't worry, I've seen the requests. You all want me to talk about Super Mario Maker 1 for the 3DS. Well, it's not hot garbage. It's just garbage.